Ex-ATP pro backs Holger Rune to end Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner's dominance by winning Grand Slam title next year. Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner have split the last 8 Grand Slam titles between them. Holger Rune was tipped to join Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner to form another big three, but he has never played a Grand Slam semifinal, and thrice he reached the quarterfinal stage. But former World No. 2 Alex Corretja thinks Rune can break Alcaraz and Sinner's Grand Slam dominance next year. This season, Rune lost in the second round of the US Open, suffered a first-round exit at Wimbledon, and exited the Australian Open and the French Open after fourth-round defeats. Although the Dane has reached 3 Masters 1000 finals, he has only one big title under his belt, the 2022 Paris Masters, which he clinched by defeating Novak Djokovic. This season, he has only played 2 finals so far. He lost the Indian Wells Masters to Jack Draper, then defeated Alcaraz in the Barcelona Open final. I really hope he succeeds because I really like him. He adds amazing things to tennis. He's actually really important to tennis, but he still has to find his way to achieve better results. But I see absolutely zero reasons why Holger can't win a Grand Slam next year and fight for those kinds of titles for the next many years. Rune could have locked horns with Alcaraz had the latter played the Davis Cup qualifiers' second round. The Spaniard, after beating Sinner in the US Open final, skipped the team event and instead will feature in another team event, the Laver Cup, which is scheduled to start on September 19th. After the Laver Cup, Alcaraz's next destination will be Tokyo for the Japan Open, where he is set to make his debut. Sinner will skip the Laver Cup once again and will later be heading to Beijing for the China Open. Patrick Mouratoglou thinks Carlos Alcaraz can break Novak Djokovic's record. At the age of 22, Carlos Alcaraz is the winner of 6 Grand Slam titles, the second youngest to reach the tally after Bjorn Borg. Serena Williams' former coach, Patrick Mouratoglou, on his Instagram, pointed out that if Alcaraz continues to play the same way, he can one day break the all-time Grand Slam record of 24-time major champion Novak Djokovic. Since his first Grand Slam win at the 2022 US Open, he's won 1 Grand Slam out of every 2. He's going to play at least 10 more years, probably 15, and if he keeps the same rhythm, he's going to beat the record of all time for Grand Slams won. We can already think about this. Of course, anything can happen. He might get bad injuries. Maybe Sinner is going to find some solutions against him in the future, too. Sinner clinched his 4th Grand Slam title at Wimbledon by defeating the Murcia native. The 24-year-old is now the youngest man to reach all 4 Grand Slam finals in a season, won Wimbledon and the Australian Open and lost the French Open and US Open to Alcaraz. The World No. 1 and World No. 2 have lifted 7 and 2 titles, respectively, this season. After his US Open win, Alcaraz also reclaimed his No. 1 ranking for the first time since September 2023, ending Sinner's 65-week reign. Alcaraz's big titles tally is 14, 5 of which he won this year, 2 majors and 3 Masters 1000s in Monte Carlo, Rome, and Cincinnati. But the season is not over yet, which means it's uncertain whether Alcaraz will end the season as the No. 1 player. The South Tyrol native will lose more points if he fails to defend the Shanghai Masters and the ATP Finals, which he won last year by beating Djokovic and Taylor Fritz.